Hello everyone, this video will cover Module 5. So in Module 5 we are working on the next short story assignment. We'll be focusing a little bit more on characters in this unit, and so you'll be learning a little bit more than you did for the overview section, and then you'll be writing your next short story. So we've done a point of view story, now we're doing one that's just called the character short story, and I'll show you why here in a minute. You have more readings to do and then a quiz to take. The readings cover things like building a setting, writing dialogue, creating characters, so all kinds of important things that you'll need to know, and most of the information was covered in kind of a broad sense in those introductory chapters that you already read and took a quiz over. Now we're getting into a lot more of the details, and you also have some good examples to read. So some of these examples, like the necklace, you may have read in a literature class, and so you'll get to see how those examples work when we're studying the technique used in the creative part of creative writing. So you get that, and then the readings quiz covers the previous module as well as this module. So kind of every couple of modules you'll see a quiz that just kind of goes over that information, and it's just one of those you take, as many times as you want in order to get whatever it is that whatever score it is that you want for that assignment. So the story that we're working on is focused on characters, and so you should be thinking about how characters work within a story, and the focus is on having a round main character, so a protagonist who changes somehow throughout the story, as well as an antagonist. The antagonist does not necessarily need to be a character, so an antagonist can show up in a story. Sometimes the main character themselves is their own antagonist, so they're kind of fighting against themselves. But an antagonist is whatever or whoever the main character is going against. So whatever's causing the conflict in the story. The trick with a short story is creating a round character, so one that's really developed in such a short space of time, because you don't have a lot of opportunity for explaining, just describing their personality without turning into that showing versus telling, which was covered in one of the chapters already. So you want to make sure that you're not just like giving excessive details without actually having the character do something. So there's a little bit of a challenge there. I think I'm going to change these page numbers. I think they're for the old book. But the actual story assignment is 2 characters. You have one round, at least one round, and one flat, and then an antagonist. So you are at least showing the different types of characters that can be created. We'll need to have some details of physical appearance or personality of the main character, and then you can choose what point of view that you write it from. You can write it from first person if you want to, but you want to be thinking about maybe third person would work best for this one. I don't know. And then decide what kind of narrator it is, if they're a little bit more limited or if it's more of an omniscient narrator. And the details will be from a believable plot line. The plot of this story needs to be your own plot. So you're not taking, like the previous story we wrote, the plot already existed. This one, you're creating your own plot. So it opens it up very much to be something that you create in your own world, that kind of thing. So just keep that in mind. That can make a big challenge for you as the writer is really trying to think of something on your own now. So look back to your journals for inspiration, look around, read through the chapters. There's going to be lots of stuff there. Look to the journal prompts that were in that journal starter. There were some journal prompts in there as well, and that can help. So there's a lot of things that you can look for. If you're still struggling, let me know. I can send you some stuff as well. But just be thinking about your own kind of original plot line, your own original character. How are you going to create it? I also have in here some more information about creating captivating characters and character sketching. Character sketching is a skill that you can use by basically you answer questions about a character And they're not things that would show up in the story, but it helps if you have a good picture of what the character is like. So you might have, like, I don't know, their favorite food, or what kind of music they listen to calm down, or, you know, something like that. So you really outline who this person is. You create them as a real person. And sometimes these characters are based on people you know. And so that can really help as well to kind of think about, okay, well, this person's an extrovert. You know, what would their favorite drink be? You know, are they like addicted to coffee or energy drinks? You know, they have a lot of energy. So, you know, what would be most logical? And how would they, you know, then that can lead you to how would they react in certain situations? How are they going to react to this conflict? What are they going to say? What kinds of words are they going to use? You know, maybe this character lives in New York, but they're, you know, born in Alabama. So what kinds of language, how would they interact with people? How would that look different? So that can really help you really kind of flesh out a character and create them as a real person. And so this video is also a really good one to watch as well. And then the story submission is here, and this is just, you know, where you're going to put the story, and then there's the rubric down here is the same one that's used for all of our short stories to be able to grade them. So if you have any questions, feel free to send me an email. Otherwise, have a great week.